It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield-Greene County Park Board, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey, good morning to you. Hope you're having a great Friday. We are wrapping it up. We're at the end of the week, which is crazy, but here we are, and we'll do some news.
All right. The city of Merriam Woods is under the microscope by state auditors after possible misuse of public funds. The city's former police chief is awaiting trial on the accusations. A whistleblower made a complaint about some fishy financial business, and former police chief Nathan Lewis was let go. He is now accused and charged in a stealing property case and forging signatures. Wilson Logistics is also sitting in the hot seat, but they are defending their business practices. They're accused of not hiring a guy because of his disability. The trucking company says, quote, they vigorously defend their employment practices after being sued by the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. The suit says someone told an applicant that they don't hire people who cannot read, write, and speak English, nor those who communicate using sign language. And apparently the person at the center of the lawsuit is deaf.
Okay. Now, in effect, some regulation on marijuana products. This is new, specifically hemp-infused products with psychoactive cannabis compounds. Governor Parson says more young children are being hospitalized in the state with essentially marijuana poisoning is what it would be. The governor cited a 600% increase in the number of children ages 5 and younger in Missouri who wound up in the hospital because of that. So now he has signed an executive order to ban the sale of some of those products unless they come from a state-approved dispensary. And Missouri Secretary of State Jay Ashcroft says the Biden administration is too far-reaching in a recent executive order signed by President Biden. The new law would require federal agencies to expand voter registration and actively promote it, as well as disseminating election information to citizens. Ashcroft filed the suit, claiming it's the job of states to do that and an overreach of the federal government to do so. Ashcroft says the lawsuit is about maintaining the balance of power between states and the federal government.
That one will be interesting. All right. The state of Springfield Public Schools has been laid out by top leadership. Superintendent Dr. Granita Lathan says the district had some notable highlights last school year, including a graduation rate of 94.4% and overall better attendance rates. Now, decisions are being made for this upcoming school year. She laid out some key points of that. A big one is the topic of cell phone usage at the different grade levels. So we shall see where that all lands in just a couple weeks. All right, come Monday, it is moving day on Monday. And then by Tuesday, the Springfield-Greene County Health Department will be back in its former home, the Bench Building, right there across from police headquarters in Springfield. Albeit they'll be back, but with lots of upgrades, a lot of renovation taking place. For the last 5 months, they've been operating in the Cox North Tower while their former building was under construction.
And they're a little delayed, right? They were supposed to move in 3 weeks ago?
A couple weeks ago, something like that. Yeah, they were a little delayed. But it looks by Election Day Tuesday, they'll be back in business.
Yeah, okay, good deal. Get ready for some bright new art in downtown Springfield. Spanish artist Spider Tag. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but it's spelled Spider Tag. So I'm not sure. Anyway, bringing an interactive piece to town commissioned by the Sculpture Walk Springfield, as well as the Hatch Foundation. It will go on the north. It's a big thing. It's going to go on the north wall of the History Museum on the square's historic Fox Theater. And installation of this big exhibit starts next month.
That'll be cool.
That'll be interesting. Is it neon?
It's neon. It has a lot of bright lights, and apparently it's interactive. Like there's a QR code of sorts that you can interact with it. Sounds kind of cool. I don't know.
Right. We'll check it out. Yeah. Hey, this weekend is sales tax holiday for back to school shopping, which is always a good time. It starts today, goes through Sunday. 2 years ago, the state legislature required municipalities from opting out of the sales tax holiday. 2 years ago, the state required municipalities,
Yes.
prevented them from opting out.
Prevented them. Yes.
Prevented them from opting out. Yeah.
From
Required them,
opting out.
them to participate, which I think is great, because if you're going to do it, everybody should do it. So clothing, personal computers, school supplies, some of the items that you will get for cheaper. So the city of Springfield will be dropping its sales tax.
Yes. Yep. That's exciting. Okay. The fair continues through tomorrow. Tomorrow night is the last night. So you better get out there tonight if you want. Tonight on the stand stage at 7:30 is the extreme freestyle bullfighting. Not sure what's freestyle about it, or what bullfighting exactly looks like, but there's that. And then tomorrow night at 6 is the truck and tractor pool. That one's always a fan
Which is
favorite.
always, that's a classic good time at the fair, is the truck and tractor pull. I mean, that's as American as it gets right there.
Yeah.
You go to the fair, get yourself a corn dog or root beer, and watch the truck and tractor pull.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
Yep. So
the boy went with some friends, right? He went.
oh my goodness. He went with his friend and they had the best time. The pictures were adorable. And then I thought to myself, I'm missing out. I should have gone to the fair this year. Honestly, in media, I worked it like every single year. So I was always there. But this year, I don't know what happened. I wasn't pregnant, so I didn't go. I feel like most of my fair memories, I was like a million months pregnant and really, really hot.
Okay.
Do you remember this? I have
this.
a baby that was born on August 16th. Yeah.
Oh, so you went to the fair that year?
Yeah, I worked the fair.
Oh, you worked at the fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And I ate lots of corn dogs also.
I do remember
so there's that.
We over the course of our years have spent a lot of time at the fair, haven't we?
Wait a minute. Oh, I thought I had the picture hanging behind me on this wall of me eating the turkey leg that was this big at the fair, and you were standing beside me. I do have a picture of us together at the fair, but it's not worth showing since I don't have a turkey leg in my mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not
turkey
that
leg
one.
is fantastic.
That one really makes the shot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's it, everybody. We already told you to come join us on August 9th at the Springfield Cardinals baseball game, where you will get the ultimate date night experience, including some really cool giveaways for a date night. And then also at aroundtheozarks.com, we are celebrating our 2-year anniversary of the show, of the podcast. And Abby Dyer is celebrating her 1-year anniversary of her podcast, Wake Up Weather with Abby. And with that, we are giving away a lot of really cool things. So check it out right now. Join the contest at aroundtheozarks.com.
Yep, there's always great contests going on there. So check back regularly. The great calendar of events tell you exactly what's going on, when and where. You can't go wrong. So get the app for your smartphone, or just go to aroundtheozarks.com. Thank you for doing so. Thank you for watching and listening, whatever you're doing. And we hope you have a fantastic weekend.
See ya.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee and Rescue Towing. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, friends. It is Friday, August 2nd, and you are listening to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. I get to deliver some good news for you, too, on this Friday morning. It's going to be a little bit cooler across the Ozarks today and tomorrow. Don't get too excited. It's not going to be cool, but we're in the low 90s opposed to the upper 90s, and the heat index value is a little bit better today as well. So at least we're heading in the right direction, right? Things look nice. It's sunny across the Ozarks, and temperatures even this morning are a little bit cooler. We've got numbers near 70 degrees as of 5 o'clock in the morning. I have us warming up to about 91 in Springfield today. So it will still be a summer-like day across the Ozarks, but slightly cooler. It has just felt so muggy across the Ozarks that this little bit of relief is certainly welcome. We'll take what we can get. A little bit of rainfall in the forecast yesterday. I doubt we see much of that today. Mostly sunny skies in the forecast both today and tomorrow. And then heat starts to build in our forecast again as we head closer to the weekend forecast. What will be nice is the overnight low temperatures look a whole lot better. Low temperatures will fall back into the middle 60s over the next few nights. That is going to be allowing for some much needed relief. With temperatures in the mid and upper 70s for the overnight hours this week, we just haven't been able to see much relief at all. Mid 60s will feel much nicer, so the evenings are going to feel a little bit better. You can actually get out in the mornings over the next couple of days. Then a warming trend will be with us as we head closer to late this weekend and the early part of next work week. I see the heat building again. That ridge strengthens, and we may need some heat headlines again for at least the first half of next week. Today and tomorrow looking okay, though. I have 91 for the forecasted high in Springfield. Tonight we'll fall back to about 66 for Saturday morning. We'll see numbers back into the low 90s on Saturday, and then temperatures climb a little bit by Sunday. We'll still start things out in the upper 60s Sunday morning, but temperatures will likely be getting back to the mid 90s by Sunday afternoon. So prepare for a hot weekend with very limited rain chances in the forecast. Across the country, this dangerous heat is making headlines everywhere. So much of the country now engulfed in the dangerous heat as we head into the weekend. So you're going to hear about some of these scorching headlines in the national news. We also are watching the Caribbean really, really closely. The National Hurricane Center has got their eye on this area of development. Models are actually allowing an area that could potentially become a tropical storm to spin up out in the Caribbean. Some models taking it close to the state of Florida. So our friends down in Florida will be watching that storm system very closely, I know. While wildfires rage out in Colorado, so very active across the country, even though we're in the middle of summertime. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister Trivia question for the day. This one has to do with the tall tale. According to the tall tale, what did Pecos Bill throw over a tornado that ended up in Texas? The question options that I gave you were A, a blanket, B, a lasso, C, a bucket, or D, a net. I was not familiar with this particular piece of folklore until looking up this question. But as legend says, Bill actually used a snake, made it into a lasso, grabbed the tornado, pulled it down, and then rode it like a bull. So that is a loaded question. I just went with lasso for the answer B, lasso. But if you wanted to get specific, I guess you get some bonus points for snake out of a lasso. Congrats if B was your guess or if you have heard of that one before. I'll have the next question for you. I'll answer this one on Monday morning. What is a popular theory for why men and women's buttons on clothes are often on opposite sides? A, it makes them easily identifiable. B, the tradition started from an honest mistake. C, it helped servants dress women. Or D, the tradition started with Christianity. Which one of those do you think is the most popular theory for why our buttons are on different sides of our clothes? You can let me know. It's at aroundtheozarks.com. I will have the answer for you first thing on Monday, but be sure to enter to win because you could win $20 to Scooter's Coffee. We give that away every single day here at Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. So thank you to Scooters and thank you to Rescue Towing for sponsoring the podcast. While you're on the website, don't forget to enter the anniversary giveaway. It's a bunch of awesome prizes, Alamo Draft House, Jim's Steakhouse, and some passes to Wonders of Wildlife. Giving that away too. So find that in the contest tab over on the website. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. We'll chat again on Monday morning.